The first time I experienced the awakening of the third eye was unlike anything I had ever known. It began quietly, almost imperceptibly, like the gentle hush before dawn. For weeks, I had immersed myself in meditation, seeking clarity and a deeper understanding of the mysteries hidden within consciousness. Each day, I would settle into silence, focusing my breath, letting thoughts drift past like distant clouds. Yet, in my heart, I yearned for something more, a glimpse beyond the ordinary, a revelation that would shift the boundaries of my perception. One evening, as twilight settled over my room, I felt drawn to sit in meditation once again. The air was thick with stillness, and the golden glow of the setting sun filtered softly through the window. I closed my eyes, letting my awareness sink inward, tuning into the subtle rhythm of my breath. With each inhale and exhale, my mind quieted. The usual chatter faded, replaced by a serene emptiness. I directed my attention to the space between my eyebrows, sometimes called the third eye center, and simply observed. At first, nothing happened. There was only the familiar darkness behind closed eyelids and the gentle pulse of breath. Yet as minutes drifted by, a faint sensation began to emerge, a delicate pressure, as if an invisible finger pressed lightly against the center of my forehead. It was neither uncomfortable nor overwhelming, just a subtle invitation to go deeper. I surrendered to it, letting my curiosity guide me. Suddenly, I noticed a shift. The darkness behind my eyelids began to shimmer, swirling with hues of indigo and violet. Patterns danced and faded, like ripples on water. My body felt weightless, as if I were floating beyond the confines of physical form. Thoughts no longer tugged at my awareness. Instead, I sensed a profound stillness, a spaciousness that seemed to stretch infinitely inward. It was in that quiet, sacred space that something extraordinary unfolded. The pressure at my forehead intensified, and with it came a sensation of expansion, as though a doorway within my mind had opened. I became aware of a vibrant energy, a current flowing from the base of my spine up through my body, culminating at my third eye. It was gentle, yet powerful, suffusing me with warmth and light. In that moment, I felt as if I could see beyond sight. My perception was no longer limited to the five senses. I saw visions, not with my physical eyes, but with an inner clarity that transcended ordinary understanding. Images flickered through my awareness, swirling galaxies, ancient temples, faces glowing with wisdom. Each vision carried a message, a story woven into the tapestry of my consciousness. One vision lingered, a vast field of lotus flowers blooming in radiant light. Each petal shimmered with color, and at the heart of every lotus, an eye gazed back at me, reflecting pure awareness. I understood wordlessly that this was a symbol of awakening, a reminder that within each of us lies a source of infinite wisdom and compassion, waiting to be revealed. As these visions unfolded, a deep sense of peace enveloped me. I felt connected to everything: the earth, the sky, the people I loved, even the strangers I had never met. The boundaries that had once separated me from the world dissolved, replaced by a profound unity. Time seemed to stand still. I realized that this experience was not about seeing supernatural phenomena, but about perceiving the interconnectedness of all things. With this newfound perception came a flood of insights. I saw my life with greater clarity, the patterns of thought and emotion that shaped my actions, the fears and doubts that held me back, the love and kindness that flowed through me. I understood that the third eye was not merely a mystical organ, but a gateway to self-awareness and spiritual growth. It invited me to witness my own story with compassion, to embrace both light and shadow, and to recognize the divinity within myself and others. As the meditation drew to a close, the sensations gradually faded. The shimmering light behind my eyelids dimmed, the pressure at my forehead softened, and I returned to ordinary awareness. Yet something had changed irrevocably. I felt lighter, more open, as though a veil had been lifted from my mind. The world around me seemed brighter, more vibrant, infused with a subtle magic. In the days that followed, I noticed the effects of my third eye awakening, rippling through my life. Colors appeared richer, sounds more nuanced. My intuition sharpened, guiding me in moments of uncertainty. I became more attuned to the emotions of others, sensing their joy and struggles as if they were my own. There was a gentle knowing within me, a quiet confidence that I was exactly where I needed to be, that every experience was part of a greater unfolding. I discovered that the third eye awakening was not a one-time event, but a continuous journey. Each meditation brought new layers of insight, deeper connection, and greater empathy. Sometimes the visions would return, offering guidance or inspiration. Other times, there was simply peace, a reminder to trust in the wisdom that lies within. Along this path, I encountered challenges. Doubts would arise, questioning the authenticity of my experiences. The mind, ever restless, would try to analyze and categorize, searching for logical explanations. Yet I learned to trust the quiet voice of intuition, the subtle nudges that led me toward truth. I realized that spiritual awakening is not about escaping reality, but about embracing it fully, with eyes wide open and heart unguarded. Through these experiences, I came to understand the true meaning of the third eye. It is more than a mystical symbol. It is an invitation to live with awareness, to see beyond appearances, and to recognize the sacred in everyday life. It calls us to listen deeply, to notice the beauty in each moment, and to honor the wisdom that flows through all beings. The journey continues, unfolding moment by moment. Each day, I return to meditation, grateful for the opportunity to explore the vast landscape of consciousness. Sometimes, the path is illuminated by dazzling visions. Other times, it is shrouded in silence. Yet always, there is a sense of wonder, a knowing that the third eye, once opened, can never be closed. In sharing this story, I invite you to embark on your own journey of awakening. Whether through meditation, reflection, or simple acts of kindness, may you discover the light within. May your third eye open to the infinite possibilities that surround you, guiding you toward greater wisdom, compassion, and peace. And may you remember, always, that the answers you seek are already within you, waiting to be revealed in the quiet moments of presence and awareness.